Yo guys, what up? So today I'm actually trying to make an electromagnet, and I came across this iron horseshoe, but as it turns out it's actually fairly rusted. So what I'm going to do is put it through electrolysis to remove the rust. What I got here is a simple speaker wire. I'm going to hook it up to this end. I got the other end hooked up here. I'll cut it in half, and I'm going to find some kind of container to put it in and run it. This will be the negative end, this will be the positive end, and from the negative end all the rust will be removed and placed onto this. And let's see what happens. Alright, so I found actually this perfect little jar thing. It's meant to, to put your nice little drinks and whatnot, but for the all intents and purposes, we're just going to use it. But in order to make this, conductive, we're gonna have to add something into it. We're gonna actually add table salt, sodium chloride. Put it in, mix it up, see it going in, good. Just mix it up a little bit, perfect. And I guess the goal would be have the horseshoe hang from one side and the nail from the other, and let's see what happens. Alright guys, so filled it up with the water, put the salt in, and ooh, that was close. I didn't think that was gonna make it for a second. I'm gonna put this in, have it hang ever so slightly right there, and I'm probably gonna have to put tape right here to stick it in place. So what we'll do, grab a little piece of tape, put it right here so it holds it nice and efficient, and we close the lid, put the battery on top, and we just need to do it the other side too now for the anode. Alright, now that we finished our anode, let's put it over here. Drop it in our jar. Get it kind of close but not touching. Oh. And stick a piece of tape on it. There we go. Close enough but not touching. Put the lid on, perfect, and we'll place the battery. Alright, so we placed the batteries on top. I got two AA batteries. We already hooked up our negative end. We'll hook up our positive end now. Hook up the batteries. And there you have it. We'll wait a few hours and see how this horseshoe turns out. Now it's only been a few minutes, and I don't know if you can see it through this camera, but right there you can see little bubbles coming out of the horseshoe. So perhaps 3 volts isn't enough power, but you could definitely see something happening. So it's been about an hour into the electrolysis process, and you can see it's slightly working, not with the camera quality, but when you tap the glass, you can kind of see iron bits falling down. So you can see it's working, just very slowly. So we'll give it some more time. Alright, so it's been about 6 hours, and you can already start to see that our anode is already collecting a fine bit of rust. And you can see our cathode, the horseshoe, is looking a lot less red and looking a lot more silvery. So this is showing us that it's working. I'm going to check it again in the morning and see if any other progress has been made. Alright, so it's been about 22 hours, and you can see that the solution has turned pretty much this dark hue. Upon closer inspection, you can see that almost all rust is gone. But seeing that I want to get this done now, I'm going to take it out. Alright, so it's been about 22 hours, and you can see that a fine amount of rust is collected onto our anode, while our horseshoe seems to be almost rust-free. But I'm going to take it out now and see what happens. I'm actually kind of curious too. Maybe drain the water, collect the iron, see how much, I've gathered. But okay. Alright, first things first. Disconnect our wires. Take off our top. Ooh, kind of excited. Take out our horseshoe. Remember last time it didn't fit very well. Alright. So as you can see, it is almost rust-free. It's a little tarnished, but I guess if I gave it a little more time, it could be a bit cleaner. Alright, let's take off this wire, wipe this down so it doesn't stay wet. Actually, getting a lot of stuff off right now, a lot of crud. And you can see after wiping it down, besides the tarnish, it's essentially rust-free. Pretty cool, and it kind of only 2 AA batteries. And that, folks, is how we use the process of electrolysis to remove rust from assorted items such as this horseshoe. Until next time, guys. Dog.